Hi guys, this is Greg Doyle for Eat, Sleep, Boxing, Repeat. It is prediction time. Fight I want to talk to you guys about takes place Saturday, the 9th of October. It's in Liverpool. It's the main event on the evening, and it is between Liam Smith, who is 29-3-1, and he takes on Anthony Fowler, who is 15-1. Guys, first of all, just want to say thank you so much for coming back and tuning into another prediction video. As always, in these videos, I will give you a background into both guys' careers, I will give you my keys to victory, and finally, I will give you my prediction. Okay, so let's start off with Liam Smith. Liam Smith, former WBO light middleweight champion, also now known as super welterweight, has some good names on his record. Liam Smith, if we look at some of his victories, he holds the victories back-to-back over Liam Williams, which now looks like a great victory with how well Liam Williams is doing in his career. Roberto Garcia, he holds some wins over. Jimmy Kelly. He's been quite a consistent character, Liam Smith. Yes, he's got the loss to Canelo, which fighting Canelo alone is an honour. He done well with Canelo, but he eventually lost by, I believe it was around about ninth round stoppage. Canelo is just a special talent, isn't he? So we can't look too much into that. He's got the loss to Kurbanov on his career. That was his last fight over in Russia. A lot of people seem to lose their minds over that fight. The way that I read that fight, I thought it was close and it really could have went either way. But I don't think it was the robbery that everyone thought it was. I thought it was a tight fight, and that's as much as I could say. A part of me even maybe scored it to Kurbanov, but I thought it was very, very tight, and you couldn't argue maybe a round or two each way in that fight. But Liam Williams is coming off of that. As I say, he's got wins over guys like Roberto Garcia. Solid opposition. So it'll be interesting to see what Liam Williams brings to the table on October 9th. He takes on Anthony Fowler. Anthony Fowler, who is 15-1. If we quickly touch point on Fowler's loss, the only loss is to Scott Fitzgerald. Again, it's another fight people seem to lose their minds over. The knockdown was basically the difference in that fight. Very tight fight. Fowler has improved under Shane McGuigan. I watched a lot of his fight with Rico Miller. The 8th round stoppage, his last fight. The one before that with Fortea, which ended in stoppage. And you know, sometimes Fowler can look a little bit vulnerable, but he has done well in his career to turn things around, especially after the Scott Fitzgerald grudge match loss. So credit where it's due, and I'm looking forward to also seeing Fowler out on the 9th of October. If I can move on to keys to victory for Liam Smith. Liam Smith needs constant pressure in this fight. Constant pressure, but moving his head side to side. If you watch Liam Smith, he's got a very tight guard that keeps those elbows in nice and tight. He likes to come forward, but sometimes isn't busy enough. If he's not going to be busy enough and throw punches, I think he needs to walk forward at an intense pace, moving side to side, following Fowler, wait for Fowler to make the mistake, counter to the body. Keys to victory for Anthony Fowler. I think the jab is going to be everything in this fight if he uses it correctly. I think that the jab has really come on well under Shane McGuigan, and it is going to be a massive gut test for Anthony Fowler in this fight, because Liam Smith, I think he's 1-2 with the bookmakers, so can completely understand why they've came to that conclusion. And you know, he's going to need to fight the perfect fight to live with Liam Smith in this fight. Guys, over and on to prediction time. You know, I feel like I say all my fights are tough, and they are. Put under so much pressure online from people. They'll say, well, you picked this, you picked this. Well, I picked Alexander Usyk to beat Anthony Joshua. Guys like Michael McKinson, I picked him to beat Chris Kongo. He was a 9-4 underdog. This fight, I'm going for the underdog again. Anthony Fowler, I think he's round about 2-1 with the bookmakers. The big thing for me in this fight is I can completely understand why people think that Liam Smith is going to win this fight, and he stands a great chance at winning the fight. Great chance. For me, I don't think he's going to respect Fowler's power. Big mistake. I think the pressure that he puts fighters under, especially now that he's 33 roundabout, that pressure's not, he's not going to be able to keep that up, and he's coming off a few hard fights, Liam Smith. I just think, in a strange way, I don't know how I came to this conclusion, but I watched a lot of Anthony Fowler, Rico Miller and Liam Smith versus Kurbanov today. And you know, Rico Miller does a lot of things that Liam Smith does. And Kurbanov with a jab actually does a lot of things that Anthony Fowler does. So it was a really strange finding for me, because when I looked at those fights, I didn't actually expect to see likenesses there. I think for me, I just think Liam Smith is going to underestimate Fowler's power. I don't know if Anthony Fowler is capable of stopping him, but I just think that jab alone, and if you watch Anthony Fowler, he'll come down with a right left to the body. I think it's beautiful when an orthodox fighter throws that, because your automatic reaction is to think a left right to the body. If you throw a jab and then a right left, that catches a lot of people off guard. So I think that's going to be important, and the body shots are going to tell a lot in this fight. But guys, my prediction, Saturday the 9th of October, it is a very, very tough fight. One of the toughest I've called. I think I say that about a lot of them lately, but this one really, really is. If Anthony Fowler fights the perfect fight, I just see Anthony Fowler just being a bit too strong for Liam Smith. So my prediction is for Anthony Fowler to beat Liam Smith. Guys, Greg Doyle, Eat, Sleep, Boxing, Repeat. Check out all of our social platforms. Please subscribe down below. I'll be back to speak to you guys again soon. Take care and thank you.